everyone, welcome to crosswalk.com. Today I have author Dan Woolley on the line with me. He is the author of the new book, Unshaken, Rising from the Ruins of Haiti's Hotel Montana. He has a really incredible story of survival after being trapped under the Hotel Montana for 65 hours right after the January earthquake. And he's here today to talk about his new book and some of the incredible things that have happened to him since then. Dan, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Can you just give us a snippet of what that time was like emotionally for you? I mean, you wrote notes to your two sons and your wife, Christy, essentially saying goodbye, and dealt with some really hard stuff.
Yeah, this really was, for me, my first time, besides the moment on a freeway when you think you're going to crash into another car or, maybe a little turbulence on an airplane. This was the first time I really faced my mortality, just realizing I might die. I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, I've been a Christian for a long time, but I also knew that my faith life wasn't where it needed to be, and my relationship with God wasn't where it needed to be, and it really made me think about, wow, I may be crossing that threshold to see Christ face to face in the next couple minutes, and what is that going to be like?
What gave you hope as the hours kept ticking by?
Well, really it was a combination of things. One was a very strong desire, determination to do everything I could to survive and to get back to my family if at all possible. In addition to that, definitely my faith in God, and as I called out to God in this, recognizing that my time might be done and I might be crossing that threshold anytime, and just realizing, boy, my heart is not where I want it to be. I found almost immediately just a strong sense of acceptance and love from Him.
You had the chance to share the gospel with the Haitian man that was trapped in the elevator shaft next to you. His name was Luxon, I believe.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up coming to faith. So you ended up having not just a fellow man trapped next to you, but really a comrade in arms in the faith. It was really kind of a neat thing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was just an amazing gift that God allowed me to be involved in. When Luxon said he wanted that, and he prayed along with me, and then cried after that, it was such an amazing moment for me. I've had that opportunity once or twice in my life, but every time it's just amazing that God chose to use me in that moment. And not long after I was questioning my relationship with God and recognizing how far I had been from where God wanted me to be, here Jesus chooses to use me in that moment. And so that was a great affirmation, almost an embrace that He had for me.
How do you deal with the hard facts that you were saved while other people, God saw fit to take them home?
I've dealt a lot with that, and I'll be honest, there's hardly a day that goes by that's not somehow in my head. And that's been one of the challenges with this. It'd be easier if I was able to come out and just say, I went through this hard experience and God rescued me, and now I'm happy, and I'm so grateful for that. But I live really every day with the knowledge that so many others died, and there's so much suffering that happened as part of this as well. What helps me is the fact that when I was trapped and was really struggling with trusting God, no matter what the outcome would be, it was at a time where I felt that I had been abandoned, and that really, my death here underground was a finality, that it was inevitable. It was at that time that God asked me to worship Him, and through that experience of worship, He showed me more than ever before that I could trust Him no matter what the outcome. God didn't turn around and say, oops, I didn't expect that. I'm not one who says that God caused that and He chose to put a judgment on the Haitian people. I definitely don't believe that way. But I do believe that God is in control of the good situations in our life and even the hard situations in our life. And that though we may not understand, that we can trust Him.
Well, and I do want to just point out the details with Compassion International. They coordinate sponsors and development teams for about 63,000 kids in Haiti, as I understand it. And they've been there since 1968, so long before the quake, and I know they have a commitment to be there long after a lot of the other development and relief teams leave. So best of luck to you as you go back there and your work with Compassion. We're really excited for you, glad you're doing well, and thank you again for sharing your story with us and with our listeners, and answering some of the tough questions. And I pray God continues to use your story just to encourage people. So thanks for your time today, Dan.
Thank you very much. Thanks. I really appreciate it.